Hi, my name's Darlene, and I'd like to take a few minutes to share with you how I became a volunteer with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. On July 14, 2010, I lost my only son, Brandon Martin, to suicide. He was 24 years old when he died, and it changed my life as well as his sister's, the rest of his family, and his friends forever. My initial awareness of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention came by the way of a support group that was led by facilitators trained by them. As I healed, I learned more about the organization and realized that I could be a part of change that could help the way society views mental illness and ways that I could ultimately help reducing suicide and hopefully stopping it. I attended my first Out of the Darkness walk 2 months after Brandon died, and it was a way for me to celebrate his life with others that could understand the pain associated with a loss this way. I had a difficult time even saying the word suicide, and I realized that it was because society doesn't yet recognize the impact of mental illness and creates a stigma. The stigma keeps many from seeking help, and I realize as a society, until we can view mental illness the same as we view physical illness, that stigma will remain. And the AFSP has programs in place for over 25 years that they've been working on to reduce that stigma. Their approach to raising awareness about mental illness and stopping suicide is done through funding scientific research, educational programs for professionals, educating the public about mood disorders and suicide prevention, promoting policies and legislation that impact suicide loss and people at risk, and they involve them in their work at the Foundation. The work of the AFSP is done by volunteers like me. I was the walk chair for the 2012 Out of the Darkness Walk of Austin, and I'll be the walk chair for 2013. I'm my local chapter secretary, and I'm also a field advocate. On June 1st through the 2nd, I'll be attending the National Overnight Walk that'll begin at dusk and end at dawn on the morning of the 2nd in Washington, D.C. Please help spread the word about mental illness. Be the one that opens the door to communication. Volunteer, educate yourself about the signs and symptoms of depression and other mental illness to help a friend or a loved one. Let me walk so you don't have to. Visit www.afsp.org. Thank you.